What is up? Today, a big announcement. I've been absent and a lot's been going on, and just blown away by some things that are happening, but I'm also a little bugged, and the reason why is because of, maybe you might call it the story of my life. I've always been one of those people where I loved doing a lot of things, but I was never like excellent at any one thing. So, like, for example, when I was in school, I remember being early on, I loved swimming, and when I was a young kid, I did actually go to state when I was 8 years old in a medley relay. But I never really made it in the individual sports. And then when I got into high school, I was always like the next good enough. I call it the fifth man in the relay. And as you probably already know, there's only 4 men in the relay. I later on was a singer, and I love singing. I still to this day love to sing, even though I'm not incredibly great at it. Probably the one talent I wish I did have. But I joked around about being the fifth man in the quartet. And you know, even when I played basketball, there was a time where, you know, I was like the sixth man on the team, and it was always kind of just almost good enough. Well, that's come back around a little bit today, but I guess it's one of those things where it's almost good enough is pretty darn cool too. So I want to talk about that and a little bit about what I'm doing about it and whatnot, but I wanted to share with you something that's pretty amazing. A lot of you don't know a lot about me. You know, we share with you our adventures here on Streamin Freedom, but I own a company called the Real Alliance, and I started it about 2011 out of desire to create a better educational format and process for people that want to become entrepreneurs. And we identified 4 key pillars that people really need to become entrepreneurs, and we started putting those and developing those more and more effectively. And we started telling people about it, and gradually we have built a really awesome company, and we got a little bit of acknowledgement recently that I wanted to share with you. So check this out. Inc. 5000 Meet America's greatest and most inspiring entrepreneurs this year. And no, I'm not on the top 10 list, but if you click on the complete list here and you go to page 13, and go right there, out of the top 5,000, we are number 600 for our company, therrealalliance.com. That, needless to say, is pretty awesome. I thought honestly we were going to be like 3,000 or something like that. So to be top 600 fastest growing companies in America is awesome. Even more awesome is having done that while traveling around the country with my family and living a life of freedom, and really, in my mind, creating the truth of this dream of freedom that many of you that are RVers have, where you can have success and freedom, that they're not mutually exclusive. So pretty exciting stuff. Hope this doesn't come across as a brag session. It's just something that I wanted to share with you. I feel like y'all are my friends, and you're the people who have supported us, who watch our videos, and I just felt like y'all deserve to know, and just thank you for that. It's been amazing to be able to do this. It hasn't been all myself by any means. It's been the team that we've had. It's been the group that we've been working with and their efforts, my business partner, Rob Miles, and his efforts, and the other great members of our team. We have a lot of a big road in front of us too, because I didn't make the top 500. Oh, just almost good enough. And so that's frustrating. But because that was just one of those things in life that I wanted to do. And so Actually getting there at the size we are now to getting back into the top 500 is a massive feat. So we are really going to have to push to get into the top 500 now with the size that we are at, and then to grow. Basically you have to grow about 1,000% in 3 years in order to get there. So that's not 30, that's not 100%, right? So it's not going from, you know, 10 million to 20 million or 3 million to 6 million. That's 3,000. It's going from like 3.6 million to 36 million in 3 years. So crazy. That's what it would take us to get there. So anyways, we're passionate about what we do, and we love what we do. We love who we serve, and so we're looking for ways. We'd love your ideas. If you have ideas for growing a business, you've grown a business yourself, know someone who has, love to be in touch with them and figure out what we can do to just take this thing to the next level. But otherwise, just invite you to come on the journey. I'm going to keep doing videos. We're going to work on getting them more consistent. Had a lot to figure out lately, so with some changes that we've had to make with all this growth, and so it's taken me off the vlog, but I'm committed to content, and I'm going to bring you more content. So thanks so much for watching, and I love what's really possible out there in this world, what you can do. I mean, you can live any dream, any life, any way you want. That's the reality we live in today. How cool is that? And I know I got to be careful, because I know some of you, it may not feel that way. Some of you are going through some real challenges. You've shared with us your hearts. You've lost loved ones. You have disabilities. You have all sorts of crazy things that are trying to stop you. And I don't want to pretend like I understand all those things. I don't. But I guess what I would tell you is where I start is gratitude. I try to stay grateful for what I have, and yet not complacent with it. I think there's this weird balance of like being grateful and accepting that what you have is amazing, while also like being cool with that you're made to be more. That you have inside of you like a gift that only you have. I know that's kind of cliche, but the key is not in the cliche of that understanding. The key is in being okay with using that. And I have someone really close to me that actually he suffers from bipolar disorder, and we were talking, and he shared with me that one of the challenges is that people around him are constantly trying to push him to become more, and he's had to kind of accept that, at least for right now, like that's not what's in his cards, and that the rest of us may believe in him and may want to do that to support him. But what he's also found is that in his trust that what he's doing is what he's supposed to be doing, that there's little individual moments with individual people that only he could touch. And I truly believe that only he could touch. And that's his calling right now. And what he really needs from the rest of us is this trust that he's really walking the path he's supposed to walk. But yet what I love is that as hard as that path has been for him, as challenging as it is, that he's finding his journey and he's finding his place to serve and contribute. And honestly, you know, for those people, someone on the Inc. 5000 is probably not the person they're looking for. But someone just like him is exactly what they need. So this has gone a different direction than I expected, but whether it's the Inc. 5000 that you're shooting for and possibilities beyond belief, or taking the challenges that you have in your life right now and turning them into ways that you can serve those around you, maybe this message serves you as well. And I'm grateful for the example. This, if he's watching, this guy knows who he is, and I'm grateful for his example in my life and who he shows up for this life. So go show up for life and go make whatever you want to make happen possible. All right, guys, I know this was not a real exciting one with me just sitting here in my Jeep, but thanks for watching. Subscribe, share this with someone who you think it would inspire, and go out there and make your world what you want it to be. Take care. Keep smiling. We'll be back with you streaming more freedom. Take care.
If you want to see some of our other videos, check it out over here. Subscribe to us down here. And then even down lower is our link to our Instagram account. Like, subscribe, tell us what you want to see.